Hey guys, a very good afternoon to all of you. This is Yogen from Fast Coding School. Please confirm if you can hear me. Okay, okay, Venkataraman, Bhavesh, Akhilesh, okay, Sanchana, okay, a lot of people are sending the response. Okay, thank you guys. And sorry for a little delay, guys. There was some issue with my system connectivity. I was like, struggling to set up something, but now things are fine at my end. So guys, my screen is visible to you. Please confirm. Okay, okay, okay. That's good. Hmm. So guys, this is day 3 of our program on supervised machine learning. And uh, today we are going to continue with the linear regression, but we'll discuss a couple of more things around linear regression, because yesterday what I introduced you was a simple linear regression. So before I start, guys, I want to understand from your side that what was the learning yesterday, guys. Can you quickly give me a chat that what was the learning yesterday, guys? What was the learning yesterday? कल क्या क्या सीखा था, प्लीज बताएं चैट विंडो में.
Guys, you need to
Oh,
send your chat on Yogendra Singh's as a co-host. He is available there today.
okay. So okay, guys, I was just waiting for your responses, but please do send me your chat windows to chat messages to me, Yogendra Singh, right? Today I'm logged in with a different ID actually. Okay, so now I'm getting the responses from the people. People are saying AML definitions, linear regressions, scikit-learn library. Okay, fitting of the model, training of the data, predicting. Okay, best fit line, linear regressions, training of the model, features, label. Okay, I get a lot of responses now. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. 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 Good. Hmm. Very good, guys. Very good. Hmm. Okay, so I think now we can start for today. But before that, I will quickly recap from yesterday's discussion, guys. Right? Yesterday we defined AML, and when we defined AML, I told you that there are two types. What are the two types? One is known as supervised AML, and the other one is known as unsupervised AML. In case of supervised ML, your data set has features and label. Both of the things are there. And in case of unsupervised ML, we have features only. That means the prediction is possible in case of supervised ML only. Prediction is possible here, right? There is no prediction actually here, no prediction here, right? And here in supervised ML, you have two subcategories. One is regression and the other one is classification. In case of classification, you predict a category or a class. But in case of a regression, you predict number. Yesterday, we had a focus here, guys. What we discussed, the algorithm that we discussed here was linear regression. This is the name of the algorithm that we were using to perform regression on the problem, and we were able to predict the score. If you remember, guys, using linear regression we were able to predict the score. Now If you talk about unsupervised machine learning, I have already told you that there is no prediction possible here because you do not have the labels. Then what we do here? We can do other things here. So generally, unsupervised machine learning is also divided into two subcategories. One is known as clustering, and the other one is known as association. Guys, the clustering is basically dividing your data set into groups, dividing your data into groups based on features only. Features के हिसाब से, सिर्फ features के हिसाब से, let's say gender is a feature, then I can divide the people in two categories, female category versus, a male category. So based on the feature only, I was able to, divide the people into two groups. So that is known as clustering. Clustering means grouping of the data. And here the most popular algorithm that people use is k-means. So k-means is the name of the algorithm. There are other algorithms as well. But as of now, this is the most popular one. And here in the association as well, guys, I'm not going to define it very well, but this is very much used in e-commerce sites. This is very much used in e-commerce sites in building the recommendation engines. Recommendation engine means when you go to the YouTube and watch some videos, then you start getting some suggestions on the right side. That is the recommendation. When you go to the Flipkart and buy something, you start getting suggestions on the right side. That is the recommendation. So how these recommendations come on the screen, and these are very specific to the user, right? They are not common. They are not common to everyone. They are not same to everyone. They change based on your age, based on your location, based on your preferences, based on your browsing history, on everything. That is the recommendation. So here we use a popular algorithm that is known as a priori, APRIORI, a priori. So I gave you a very brief idea what is the unsupervised machine learning, guys. There is no prediction possible here, but we do clustering or associations. In case of clustering, we apply k-means kind of algorithms that divide our data into multiple groups based on the features only. And in case of association, that is very much used in recommendation engines on the e-commerce sites. So guys, is that now you got a clarity that what happens in case of unsupervised machine learning? That is equally important. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो inferior है supervised machine learning के. That is also very much used in problem solving. But obviously our focus is on supervised ML, right? Our focus is obviously on the supervised ML. So we'll continue with that track only. We're not going to discuss more on to unsupervised now, guys. So guys, there is a request again to all of you guys that whenever I ask you, I request you to share something from your side, please do respond, right? So that we have a interaction here in the class, right? Okay, guys. Dr. Sylvester, are you experiencing any delay?
What, sir?
Are you experiencing any delay?
No, there's no delay, sir.
Okay, fine. And now, guys, when we were on linear regression, so we were on the linear regression, guys, yesterday, that was the case. And in case of linear regression, what happened? In case of linear regression, we draw a straight line. We draw a straight line. And that straight line is called as best fit line. Okay. How to find out a best fit line? For that purpose, we understood a concept that let's say this is your point, right? Actual x is 2, actual y is 5. So this is the actual. So that means it is feature This is feature and this is label. This is actual label, right? And now it is the X here, it is the 5, Y here. And now when you are using this line to predict, guys, remember what I'm saying, right? This is your actual data. That means this data is already with you, where you already know that what is the label, that where you already know that what is the value of Y. We already know that this is the actual answer, right? But we want to know that what is the prediction using this line. ये मुझे पता है कि इसका सही आंसर 5 है, बट मैं जानना चाहता हूं that what is the prediction line. We go there, and we cut it here, and that is the prediction. That means the Y has been predicted. Let's say this is 3. So guys, the predicted value is 3, but the actual value is 5. And there is a difference, right? That difference is called residue, right? And the difference is 5 minus 3. That means this is error. This is the gap, right? And every best fit line will try to, decrease this gap, right? And how it decreases the gap, this is not specific to only one point. There are more points as well here. यहाँ पे और भी points हैं, उनका भी तो ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा, right? There are a lot of other points. So how to find out the best fit line? Then we have to calculate the vertical distances for every point, right? That is D1, that is D2, D3. And now we come to an equation that a best fit line would be that line which has this expression minimized, right? ये expression minimum होना चाहिए. In case of machine learning, this expression is called as loss function. Every algorithm will have a loss function. But linear regression के केस में जो loss function हम use कर रहे हैं, इसका specific नाम है MSE, mean squared error. This is called as mean squared error. So guys, what I'm saying, that every algorithm will have a loss function. That every algorithm has the responsibility that it should minimize the loss function. In our case of linear regression, the loss function has a specific name, and the specific name here is mean squared error. So algorithm to algorithm, this expression may change. In some other algorithm, this expression may be different. But now, guys, because we want to minimize this expression, right? We want to minimize this expression. How to minimize? We want to identify those values of M and C for which this expression will be minimum. हमें ऐसे M और C की तलाश है जिसकी वजह से क्या हो जाए, ये एक्सप्रेशन मिनिमम हो जाए, राइट? अब इसी काम को करने के लिए हर एल्गोरिथम के पास एक हथियार होता है, उसको कहते हैं ग्रेडियंट डिसेंट. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज ग्रेडियंट डिसेंट. सो एवरी एल्गोरिथम विल हैव अ मेथड, and the name of that method is gradient descent. It is a optimization technique, guys. It is a optimization technique. So optimization technique is used in every algorithm. And the role of that optimization technique, that gradient descent, is to minimize the cost function or loss function. And in our particular case, what is the cost function? MSE, mean squared error. और किसके लिए इसको minimize करना है? M और C के लिए. So it will give us the minimum value of M and C for which this expression is minimized. हमें वो M और C निकाल के देगा. And that's what was happening yesterday, guys. This act was happening in the fit method yesterday. आपको ध्यान है? We did a fit method, right? And when we do the fit, what we pass on to the algorithm, we passed on the features, guys, and we passed on the label, right? And using this mechanism, we were able to get M and C, right? If you remember, guys, what was the specific name of the M there? Coefficient underscore. What was the specific name to C here? Intercept, right? So using these two, we were able to predict that what would be the score if X is equal to 10. And similarly, to, rather than calculating that manual activity every time, we had a function called predict. हमने प्रिडिक्ट मेथड को यूज किया था। ड्यूरिंग दैट प्रोसेस एक दो चीजें और हुई थी, हमें रीशेप करना पड़ा था डेटा को, और एक और ये चीज हुई थी कि हमें एसके लर्न साइकिट लर्न को इंपोर्ट करना पड़ा था, बिकॉज इन दैट वी हैड लीनियर रिग्रेशन इम्प्लीमेंटेड। और साइकिट लर्न लाइब्रेरी में वो एल्गोरिथम इम्प्लीमेंटेड है, उसी को क्लास की फॉर्म में कोड में लिखा जा चुका है। तो हमने क्लास को इंपोर्ट किया, वी इंपोर्टेड द क्लास इफ यू रिमेंबर गाइस, एंड देन वी क्रिएटेड द ऑब्जेक्ट। ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करने के बाद हमने फिट किया था, फिट करने के बाद हमने प्रिडिक्ट किया था। सो गाइस दैट वाज द स्टोरी फॉर यस्टरडे. So guys, are you happy now? Are you okay now that yes, that was the story yesterday? It was just a recap so that somehow, let's say, people had some kind of a confusion, we can clear it now. अब हम थोड़ा सा आगे चलेंगे, so let's move on to the coding part now, guys. See this. Yesterday I was writing the code in day2.py, guys. Yesterday I was writing the code in day2.py, and I imported a couple of libraries. Then I loaded the data set. Oh, okay. I need to change the directory because it is saying that, this file does not exist. Okay, don't worry. I think it should be. Okay, so that's the directory I have set. And now let me again run this piece of code. Okay, this time I got it. Data set has been loaded now, guys. And now, if you remember, after loading the data, we got the features separately. हमने features को separate किया था. So in that case, we only got hours, right? Features में कौन था कल वाले case में? Hours था. And label में कौन था? Score. So we got the features and label. After that, we imported the linear regression class. After that, we created the object. So okay, we created the object, guys. After creating the object, what we did the fit. What we fit? Features and labels. The data was given to it so that it can identify that what is the right value of slope and intercept. But there we got an error, so we had to reshape this. हमने इसको reshape किया था, and then finally we were able to fit the data, and then we were able to predict for x is equal to 10, right? So what happens if x is equal to 10? What would be the score? Then what we did, guys, we converted the value 10 into a list. After that, that list was converted into an NumPy ND array, and after that it was reshaped into two-dimensional format, and finally we were able to make a prediction. That was the case, and you can see, guys, that was the score 410, right? So that was the case, guys. Now अब हम थोड़ा सा आगे चलते हैं. So let's move a little ahead and see, can we draw, guys, can we draw that best fit line in our case? क्या हम अपने केस में उस best fit line को draw कर सकते हैं? Yes, we can draw that best fit line. Okay, how to do that best fit line? So first of all, we can draw those points. What are the points, guys? आपको मालूम है our x-axis पे क्या आना चाहिए? We should have features on the x-axis. And what should be the y-axis? We should have labels on the y-axis. And see this, guys, plt.scatter. And see this, these are the points, right? You want to make them in red color or whatever other color maybe, so you can specify one more parameter, color is equal to red. And now your dots, which are currently seen in the blue color, they would be in the red color now. See this. So, just for a better visibility. Now, how to draw a best fit line? That is the point. To draw the best fit line, we need to call plt.plot, because plt.plot is the method which actually draws the line for us. How to draw the line? To drawing the line, first we should have the values on the x-axis. So we will give the values on the x-axis as features only. But how to get the values on the y-axis? What are the values? Actually, for every value right? That is into the features now, guys. For every value that is into features, what we can do, we can calculate that what is the prediction given by that straight line. उस इस straight line ने इस हर value के लिए क्या prediction दिया है? Can we get that, guys? Yes, we can get that. How to get that, guys? We can do that. So regressor dot predict, right? And now when we do regressor dot predict, what we need to pass on features. See this, guys, what would be the response? See this. That means for 2.5, what has been predicted by it? 26. For 5.1, what has been predicted by this? 52. Actual may be different. So let's say, see this, guys. For 2.5, what is the actual score? 21. But our linear regression has predicted that it is 26, right? For 5.1, the actual is 57, but you can see that 52 has been predicted, right? So the prediction would always be different. It will never exactly match, right? It is very, unrealistic. ये बहुत मुश्किल है कि हमारा प्रिडिक्शन हमेशा एग्जैक्टली मैच कर जाए 100%. ये बड़ा मुश्किल होता है, राइट? और अगर ऐसा हो जाता है तो ये तो बहुत ही बड़ी बात है, राइट? अदरवाइज अज्यूम करना कि सम ब्लंडर यू हैव मेड, you have done something, some mistake you have done if predictions are so close. Predictions would be little far up, so इस तरीके से. So now that means these are the values of the y that we need. ये वो values हैं y की जो हमें चाहिए line draw करने के लिए. So what we can do then, we can use this expression and put them here, because if you remember, guys, from the plot, what you need x and what you need y. So we got the y as well. And now see this. Do we get the line? Yes, we got the line. And can we club both of these? क्या हम इन दोनों को मिला सकते हैं? Yes, we can, club both and see this. अब आप मुझे बताओ, guys, I have a question for you. The point which is little far away, right? The point which is little far away from this line, right, will have a better prediction, or the point which is very close to the line will have a better prediction? किसमें error ज़्यादा आएगी? किसमें residue ज़्यादा होगा? किसमें difference actual versus predicted values का ज़्यादा होगा? जो point दूर है उसका prediction poor होगा. जो जो point हमारी line के पास है, right, उसका, why? The reason is very simple. If you remember, guys, see this now on the screen. हमारे पास ये लाइन है, एक पॉइंट तो ये है और एक पॉइंट है ये, right? What would happen in this case? The actual y is this. Let's say this is 20 and prediction would be this. Prediction कितना आया? Let's say prediction आया 15. And for this point, let's say this is 13 और इसका prediction कितना आया? Let's say this is 12 or let's say 11, right? So because ये point close है तो ये error कम होगी, 13 minus 11 ही है, right? और ये point ज़्यादा दूर है तो ये 20 minus 15 है, right? So that is there. That is there, guys. Okay, Avinash. So guys, is that clear that the points which are little far away from the straight line will have the poor prediction? Poor prediction means the predicted value will not be, close to the actual value. Is that clear, Avinash, now? Right? So this way we were able to draw the line as well. And now, see this, guys. एक दो चीजें और देखते हैं. अब यहाँ पे एक concept आने वाला है. So there is a little concept now, guys. Let's understand that concept first, and then we'll move to the coding part later on. Guys, everybody listen. That is very important. What is that? Guys, in the first example, what we did, we gave features, right, and labels. And how come we got features and labels from the data set? So data set, we got features and labels, okay? And all of the features along with the labels was used to fit the model. Model किसको कहते हैं? Who is called model? That object which has been created from that class by calling the constructor is called as model in machine learning, right? So that was the story, guys, yesterday. Guys, can you confirm? Yes, we did this yesterday, guys. Can you confirm that yes, this was done yesterday? Okay, I got it. But now, generally, this is not the case, guys. There is a little twist to this story. This is exactly not what happens in reality. Okay, then what happens in the reality? See this, guys. In reality, what we do, we actually, we have features and we have the label. Now, features are again divided into two subparts, and the label are also divided again into two subparts. So guys, from data set, we extracted features and labels yesterday. Now I'm saying one more, a step ahead, that your features are also subdivided into two categories. We divide into two subgroups. And what is that? One subgroup is known as features train, and the other subgroup is known as features test. See, this is philosophy. Understand the philosophy, guys, right? And if you club both of them, again you can get the features. Okay, and similarly, we have the same story here as well, guys. Labels are also divided into two categories. Just a minute. Labels train, and labels test. इनको भी दो हिस्सों में बांट दिया गया, right? So whatever features you have in the features train, their corresponding label would be there, guys. What I'm saying, whatever the set of values, whatever set of values of the features you have, the corresponding label values would be here in the label stream. And whatever the features you have in the test, the corresponding label would be found here. That means corresponding to the features here, you have the actual labels here. Corresponding to the features here, you have the actual labels here. Okay. And how the subdivision happens? Generally, we keep 80% here for training purpose and 20% for testing. And similarly, 80% here as well and 20% here as well. This is not a fixed number, guys. This can be from 60 to 80%, right? So if you keep this 60%, obviously this will become 40%. If you keep this 70%, this will become 70%, right? So that is generally the division. So we keep more data for training and lesser data for testing. Okay, then what we do? And now, guys, rather than passing the entire features and labels data to fit the model, we only pass the training data. So we only pass what? To fit method, we only give features train, and the corresponding labels are where? Corresponding labels are here. So we give labels train. इससे क्या होगा? Because you are using fit method here, so it will draw a straight line for you, right? It will find out the best fit line for you. Okay. And now what we are going to do with इस line का करेंगे क्या? What we are going to do with this best fit line? Now we will use this best fit line to test our data. Okay, then how we test the data? What is that means, right? Now what we use the method predict. Okay, what happens in the predict? In the predict, we will pass on this data, which was left in the testing portion, right? So features test would be passed on to this. Obviously, you will give, you will get some predicted values here. The predicted values will come. Let's say there are 10 entries here, so you will get the 10 predictions here. 20 entries are here, you will get the 20 predictions here. So these are the predicted values. So let's say these are predicted values. Let's say these are 3, 7, 10, and 12. Okay. Now, how to check whether these predictions are correct? Are they right? Are they wrong? Are we answering them correctly? Okay, how to check? we can easily check that if this prediction is good or not. How can we can easily check? Right. Remember, guys, where the actual answers are hidden. Where is the actual response? Where is the actual label corresponding to this test data? Corresponding to the this test data, we have the actual output here, guys. The actual Y is here in the test. So what we do then, let's say that test values are 4, 6, 12, and 10, right? So guys, we will compare that. Okay, we got prediction 3, but actually is 4. We got 7 in the prediction, but actually is 6. We got 10 in the prediction, but actually is 12. And we got 12 in the prediction, but actually is 10, right? This way we calculate the score of our model, that how good or bad the predictions are. So in this case, you can see, guys, the predictions are quite close. So we can say that, it performed well. The predictions were good. But अगर ऐसा predict करता कि let's say this is 2, this is 20, this is 30 or 40 or something like 50 here. Now you can see, there is a huge difference, right? This is a matching. 2 and 4 are okay, but this is a huge gap. 20 and 6, 40 and 12, 50 and 10. These are the huge gaps here. That means in this case, the score has become bad. And we don't want to have a model with the bad score. The score should always be a good. So guys, I'm again explaining this concept, that what exactly we have done. We have changed a story a little, from yesterday. Now we would divide our features into features train and features test. We divide our label into labels train and labels test. Features corresponding, to training SAT will have the corresponding labels here. तो ये और ये दोनों match हैं, और ये दोनों match हैं. So we are using this only and this only to fit the data, right? And once the state line is known to us, best fit line used to, we use this best fit line to perform the prediction on the test data and compare those predicted values with the actual results which are listed here in the labels test. This concept is known as train test split. हम इस concept को machine learning में कहते हैं train test split. Guys, was I able to make you understand about this concept? क्या ये आपको समझ में आया? तो कहानी क्या हो गई? Right? Now, how to do this programmatically, right? How to, Vanquish, the story is very simple, that whatever features and label we have, now we are dividing into two, subgroups, right? So let's say total 10 features are there. So we will keep 8 features here and the 2 features in here, right? Similarly, 10 labels are there. We keep 8 labels here and, 2 labels there. And we will use only this set to fit the model. And once the fitting is done, we will use this set to perform predictions. And whatever the predicted values are coming, we will compare them with our actual label data, Venkatesh. Okay. And now how to do it programmatically, guys? Let's see on the coding part now. So अब हम थोड़ा सा coding में चलते हैं. So how to do that coding now? अब हम एक काम करेंगे. We are using a train test split method, guys. The train test split method is already part of the scikit-learn. So how to get that, guys? So from sklearn dot model selection, guys. There is a sub module there, model selection. Okay, model selection, and what we are trying to import from there, train test split. So this is the method that we need to split our data set, right? Train test split. So that is case here. थोड़ा सा और छोटा कर लेते हैं. So now it is visible to you guys, right? So this is the way we have imported our train test split. But when we call the train test split, तो हम call कर लेते हैं train test split को. एक मिनट इसको copy कर लिया. So we copy it. वो पूछेगा what you want to split. I would say please split my features and labels. बोले तो फिर pass करो यहाँ पे. So we are passing the features and labels here, guys. So our features and labels are given here. Then what happens? It will also ask that how much percentage I should keep in the training and how much percentage I should keep in the test. So I can specify one more parameter which is known as a test size. Guys, there is one more parameter called test size. and I can keep it, let's say 20%. So I would specify as 0.2. इसका मतलब क्या है? The meaning of this statement is this, that it will keep 20% for the test and 80% for the training purpose. So guys, I have specified these three things here, and now this method will give us now four subsets. Which subsets, guys? Feature would be divided into features train, okay, and features test, okay, and label will also be divided into which part? Labels train and labels test. ये चार हिस्से बन जाएंगे मेरे अब, right guys? So this is the way I have features train, okay, features test, labels train, and labels test. What we gave only features and label, and gave key how much data you have to keep in test and how much data you have to keep in, this part. So guys, this is what we have got. Okay, now you guide me that to fit the model, right? To fit the model, which would be used, guys? We would use features train and labels train to fit the model. Okay, so let's fit the model first now. So first we need to import the linear regression. So I can directly copy this from there, guys. I'm making the regression again. So I'm just copying it from there. So see this, guys. This regressor has been created, but as of now, this regressor or this model is empty. It has no data. So now we have to call the fit method. So what is that, guys? Regressor dot fit. And now in the fit, what we are going to pass? We are going to pass the values of x and y, right? So थोड़ा सा font बढ़ा देते हैं if it is not a little visible. अब ठीक रहेगा मेरे हिसाब से. What we are giving, we would give the features. पहले features और labels pass किए थे, if you remember, guys. But now we need to pass on what? Features underscore train and labels underscore train. So this is the case, guys. Features underscore train and labels underscore train. So let's fit the model now, guys. ये हमने यहाँ पे model fit हो गया है. And now what we need to have in the prediction, guys. What we need to have in the prediction, guys. Now we can pass on कि भैया मुझे prediction दो किसका? Regressor dot predict किसका चाहिए हमें prediction? इसका बचा हुआ data जो है ना features में, features test. So now we have features test, guys. It will give us some, see this. We got some predictions, okay? Let me copy these predictions here, guys. So let me copy these predicted values in this left-hand side. See this, guys. Okay, let me, just, see this. Okay, we passed on what feature stats. So how many values were there for which we were able to get the, see, guys. These were the 5 values for which we asked the prediction. So for 4.8 input, it gave us a prediction of 49. Okay, for 4.5, it gave us a prediction of 46, and similarly other values. But I want to know what are the actual values. So actual values are hidden in what? Actual values are hidden in labels test. So let's print it here, guys, labels test. See this. And now see this. Can you guys compare? That 4.8 के लिए actual data was 54. Actual, output, actual score was 54, but we predicted 49. Okay, for 4.5, we predicted 46, but actually it is 41. We predicted 27 here, actually is 30. We predicted 39 here, actually is 35. And we predicted 77, actual is 85. So guys, would you agree that yes, the score of this model is okay, on the better side? It's not poor, right? Guys, would you agree with me that score of our model is okay, it's good, right? क्योंकि हमारे predictions काफी close हैं. We have the good, right? So now, guys, see this. Paridhi, this predict is actually already in the 2D, right? Because we did it. I think we did it or not. Features dot and then it's already in the 2-dimensional. Kal ka hi hai, right? So that is case there. So that is there, guys. So what we did, we quickly we see this. We were able to load the data राइट। हमने कहाँ से किया था डेटा, शुरुआत वहां से की थी कि हमने डेटा को लोड किया, डेटा को लोड करने के बाद उसमें से फीचर्स और लेबल को निकाल लिया। After the features and labels are known to me, what we did, we split it. So that was the split happened here, guys. Train test split. And that train test split gave us features train, features test, labels train, and labels test. We used features train and labels train to fit the data. So that is see there, guys. And finally, we perform the prediction on features test. इसको training and testing कहते हैं. So training has been done. Now we are doing the testing. And whatever the predicted values came, we copied them here just for the comparison. So now we can see, these are the predicted values, and we have to find out the actual answers corresponding to features test. The actual answers are hidden in the labels test, right? So we printed the labels test as well, and then we made a comparison. So these are the values, right? तो ये तो हो गया a test data जिसके ऊपर हमको testing किया. Once we are doing the testing on this data, these are the predicted values and these are the actual values, and now we can easily see. But programmatically also, we can find out the score programmatically, guys, right? We can find out, right, the score. So how to find out the score, guys? Regressor dot score. That is the case, guys. Regressor dot score. And how to find out the score? Now I need to pass on the test data. So features test here, and labels test. See this, guys, what I'm passing on. मैंने क्या पास किया, सब लोग एक बार देखिए. What I'm saying, guys. रवि मिश्रा, इसमें सिंपल सा पॉइंट 63 लाइन पे ये हुआ है कि हमने एक मेथड कॉल किया है ट्रेन टेस्ट स्प्लिट, जिसका काम है मेरे फीचर्स और लेबल को अलग अलग दो दो हिस्सों में बांट देना, राइट? एंड this method is doing the same. Features or label हमने इसको दिया and test size 20% रखा. That means 80% will go to the training and 20% will go for the testing. So this is what features train and features test and labels train and labels test is. So now we are not using the entire features and labels to fit the data. We are only using features train and label. That means we are only using the 80% of the data to train the model, and 20% will keep to ये जनरली तुम्हारे एग्जाम्स में भी होता है ना. द टीचर विच टीचेज यू never shares all the questions with you, right? He will only teach you the concept, give you the training well, but during the exam he will ask you some questions which may not be seen by you earlier, right? And then how you perform in the examination, he will actually compare those answers with the master key and see how you have scored. Have you done well or have you done poor into that? If you have done poor into that, that means there is some issue with your training, right? And you may get a back, or maybe एक साल कम हो जाएगा, right? So that is the case, guys. So now what happens in case of a score? See this, guys. Features test. So a score method will get a prediction on this data. Guys, please listen carefully what is happening on the this line number 80. Features test is there. This data would be given. It will perform the prediction internally, right, and get these values and now compare with the actual data. So it will actually, score is doing two stuff. It is internally performing the prediction on the test data and also making the comparison, and see how the score comes out here. The score is coming close to 92%. The test score is coming close to 92%, right? So that is there, guys. तो कहानी क्या आपको ट्रेन टेस्ट स्प्लिट की कहानी समझ में आई कि when you do the train test split, how you fit the data, how you fit the model, how you predict, and how you make the comparison, how you calculate what the score is coming. Guys, मजा आ रहा है या नहीं आ रहा है बताएं एक बार. 2 मिनट में आपसे पूछ लेता हूँ. Let me ask you a question. Are you getting it or not? Tejas saying yes. Nikhil Mathur saying yes. Okay. Cool. Right. So this is the case. So if somebody is like following me, I can just quickly do this stuff and you know see here, guys. See this. So this is this, right. Okay. One more thing, guys. Right. Uh, uh, One more thing, guys. When you do this train test split, okay, guys, please all everybody focus on my screen now, right? Please all focus on that. Uh, Guys, see this. While using the train test split, whenever every time you run a train test split, it will split the data in a random fashion, right? As of now, you can see feature test is this, guys. Let me show you. Every time, see this, guys. Very interesting. So I'm running this, guys. See this, okay? And let's see what is coming in the test. Guys, please focus on the console now. Features test. देखिए जरा यहाँ पे क्या हुआ है. We got these values. 1.1, 8.5 in that. Let me run this code again. इसको फिर से run किया. Again, it will do a random selection for feature test and feature chain. And now see this. इस बार क्या आता है? Is it different, guys? Every time you run this code, every time you will get a different set of values in the test. Percentage utna hi rahega. You will get the 20%, right? But these values will keep on changing. These values will keep on. So every time when you run the code again and again, your score may be different because every time your data is changing, because that is a random split. Guys, is that clear? Is that concept clear? Then I'll let you know one more thing around that. Yeah, Mala Datta, you are right, right? Yes, Naman, you are right. Okay, guys. Now, for learning purpose, guys, for learning purpose, if you want to fix that every time when I run this code, guys, for learning purpose, if you want to fix that, मैं चाहे इसको कितनी बार भी run करूं, every time the features chain and features test should be same. So I can pass one, parameter here, guys. If you don't want, the random split every time, you can pass on a parameter. I will not explain much into the detail, but you can use it. Random state is equal to, let's say, 0, right? So random state is equal to 0. So I have introduced a new parameter here, guys. Random state is equal to 0. And now let's run this again. See this, what happens in case of features test. Yeah, I have 1.5, 3.2, 7.4, and 2.5 and 5. And now let's run it again now. मैं फिर से run करता हूँ इसको. And now again do this. Can you see, guys? Values are not changing now. Let me run again, again run kiya. See this, guys, right? See this again. So now you can run this multiple times, but your values are not going to change because you have fixed this number here, random state equal to 0. You can keep, you can keep some other number as well. You can keep 41, you can keep 90 or whatever. That is fine, right? So guys, is this clear now? Is this concept clear to you that what exactly we have done in the train test? It's a very important concept because that is required in almost every machine learning project. इसके बिना आगे दुनिया नहीं चलती है, right? So that is the case. अब हम now, guys, we are moving to one more interesting story for today, a very interesting story. And what is that? Now I will move on to a new file. So that was the story for day 2. I'm closing it now, guys. And now I'm moving on to, day 3 code. Okay, so now there has been, किसी ने एक सवाल आखिरकार पूछ ही लिया. And that question is that what is the random state and its functionality? Okay, so चलो ये भी explain कर ही देता हूँ. Let's see this, guys. What is the random state means? Okay, basically when you are setting a random state to some number, let's say you're setting random, you are actually putting a seed number. Sometimes we call this as a seed number as well, right? And now when you use train test split, guys, when you do train test split, I said you that this is going to divide your data randomly, right? Using a random fashion. But you can pass on the random, state variable here and set some value to it. Basically, in any programming language, in any library, any random function that you use is not in reality a random function. वो reality में एक random function नहीं होता है. They all are pseudo random functions. They all are pseudo random functions. Why come they are pseudo random? Because there is a reason why we call them as a pseudo random. So let's say we have a couple of values like 2, 10, 12, 14, 20, 23, 30. These are the couple of values, right? Okay, and I say that divide them into 80% and 20% fashion. So training के लिए 80% रखो. For example, कितने हैं? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. So let's make them odd. So यहाँ पे we keep 40, right? So now, guys, what happens? See this. If any random state, what happens in case of a random function? Actually, when it does the random distribution or random selection of the data, it actually, keeps a mapping inside. It keeps a mapping. What is the mapping actually it keeps? It says that whenever someone asks me for a random number, I will start from, let's say, index 10 by default. So let's say this is index 0, this is 1, this is 2 index, this is 3 index, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, and this is 7. So, let's say it says that I will always start from a random state 4, random index 4, Then it will give the next value from 5, then from the 6, from 7, and then later on from 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now, this is the actual internal mapping it has done. And now when you change the random state is equal to some other numbers, let's say you say 41. So in that case, it will start, let's say, from this point now. So now it will give the 7 index value first, then 0 first, then this, then this, then this, and then it's starting again. So guys, internally already it has a static mapping. Only with the random state change, it is just changing the starting point. पहले से उसने फिक्स कर रखा है कि मुझे किस फैशन में रैंडम वैल्यूज को जनरेट करना है, बट बिकॉज ऑफ दिस सीड, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस रैंडम स्टेट, यू ओनली चेंज वेयर टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम. यहाँ से स्टार्ट करना है या यहाँ से स्टार्ट करना है या यहाँ से स्टार्ट करना है, एंड अकॉर्डिंगली यू गेट द डिफरेंट वैल्यूज. Internally, it is not a real random selection. Guys, is that clear to you now? Ashwin Krishnam. Okay. ठीक है. Guys, समझ में आ गया ना? You got it? Everybody? Okay. Now we are moving to a different problem now, guys. We are still in the linear regression. We'll understand one more concept around the linear regression, and that story is complete then. Okay. What is that story? Let's understand that part now. एक काम करते हैं. Let's first understand the problem statement, guys. पहले problem statement को समझते हैं. So this chapter is closed now. Okay. And this CSV file. So I'm going to open a new CSV file for you guys. So that CSV file is, it should be somewhere here. Okay. Salary underscore classification.csv. See this, guys. See this. Guys, can you see that this CSV file has multiple columns? Only 2 columns are not there. This data is basically from a startup company. The startup company is a software development company, and there are 3 departments into that. One department is development. People are there in the development team. A couple of people are there in the testing team. and a couple of people are there in the graphics team, that is called UX, user experience team, right? So those details are there. So let's say the first employee is this, which is working in the development department, has worked there for 2300 hours. It has got no certification yet. The year of experience is 1.1 and the salary is 39,343. Guys, that is the first column which actually, that is the first row which tells you the column names. तो कौन कौन से कॉलम है? डिपार्टमेंट, वर्क आवर्स, सर्टिफिकेशन, एक्सपीरियंस एंड सैलरी. These are the cases, guys, right? And now there is a second guy who is working in the testing domain, has worked there for 2100 hours, has got one certification, total experience is 1.2 and the salary is this. So this is everywhere, right? There is a guy who is into UX, has worked there for 2400 hours, has got 4 certifications, has got 7.9 years of experience, and salary is this. So this is the case, guys. Now, what we are trying to identify from this data set, what we are trying to identify, I want to know that, let's say there's a guy who is working into development, for example, right? Who is working into development, has worked there for, let's say, 1100 hours, has got 3 certifications, has got 4 years of experience. Can we predict the salary? That is my problem statement, guys. What I'm saying, I can tell you no, that what is the department name? Development. What is the worked hours? 1100. What are the number of certificates? 3. What is the total experience? 4. Can we predict the salary? So guys, can you now see from this data set that now we have multiple features in this CSV file? Department is one feature. Worked hour is one more feature. Certification is also one feature. Experience is also one feature. So these are the feature and salary is the label. So guys, do you agree with me that yes, department, worked hours, certification, years of experience is the feature here. So now we have more than one feature, and that's why we call it as a multiple linear regression, right? And salary is the label. Agar hame department, worked hours, certification, experience ka pata chal jaye, to we can easily predict the salary of the guy. Is that clear with everyone? Kya hua? So log so to nahi gaye? Please respond to me. Okay, good. Okay, so Mala Datta from Assam is saying, sir, Jinda hai. Okay, so कौन सी मूवी थी यार वो? जिंदा है तो क्या गाना था उसका यार? So whatever, भाग मिल्खा भाग, right? So that was the case, guys. So this is the data set we have. In this data set, we have multiple features, right? And now, if you remember, there is no change in the story as, right? Only the change that we have got from yesterday is that now we have more than one feature. Yesterday, guys, only hours was the feature. But today, we have more than one feature in this case. Guys, do you agree with me with this part? ये ज़्यादा change नहीं है? Okay. Okay, now how to solve this? Let's understand this part. इसको भी एक बार solve it. So we are going to use the same, linear regression class. The method would be same, algorithm would be same, but couple of changes would be there, guys. I'm going to quickly cover them. So let's see this, what happens now. See this, guys. Let me import couple of libraries first. तो एक काम करते हैं, day2 से import कर लेते हैं उनको जल्दी से. So day2 is there. Okay, so we import them. We'll do this as well, right, guys? So we'll do this as well. See this. हमने यहाँ से किया, थोड़ा बड़ा कर देते हैं. Yes, Priya, you're right. So that is there, guys. So guys, we got the 3 libraries imported with us. And what is the CSV file we are using here? The CSV file is a salary classification, right? The name of the CSV file is salary underscore classification. So let's write the name here, guys. Salary underscore classification. See this CSV file. So can we read the data now, guys? Let's see. Can we read the data? Yes, we got the data. Okay. And now see this, what is into the data set now. See this, guys, data frame has been loaded. This is the department, worked hours, certification, years of experience and salary. Okay. Can we now split the features and label from this, guys? Which column is the label, guys, here? Can someone let me know which column is the label here? Which column is the label here? Can someone let me know? Salary is the label here. So how to get the salary column data only, guys? How to get the salary column data only? How we get the salary column? We can use, guys, if you remember, labels. अब मैं label निकाल रहा हूँ पहले, feature बाद में निकालूंगा. Dataset dot iloc method use कर सकते हैं. And in the iloc, what I told you guys, before comma, you have to specify the row selection. So we are going to take every row. So I will just say column. इसका मतलब select every row from the data set. Okay. And then after the comma, I'm going to specify the column index. Okay. So what is that column index, guys? Can we see this from data set? This department is index 0. This is index 1. This is 2. This is 3. And this is 4, guys. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But in case of, guys, right, if you remember from the Python days, we can always give -1 for the last column. Guys, do you remember this? That if you want to access the last character from the string or last element from the list or last column, you can always say -1. Right, guys? So here we get it. Labels are there. परिधि ऐसा भी कर सकते थे, right? So that is there. And now if you remember from the labels, guys, can we print them, the labels? Yes, we got the salary. Yeah, Vishal, we can do. So we got the labels, this. We got the labels, guys. And how to get the features, guys? How to get the features? Features कैसे निकलेंगे? Okay, features निकलेंगे ऐसे. Ananya Agarwal, we are considering salary as the label because we want to predict the salary. जिसको predict करना होता है वही तो label होता है. और प्रिडिक्ट क्या करना है? सैलरी, क्योंकि बाकी चीजें तो हमें दी हुई हैं. डिपार्टमेंट इज गिवन, वर्कड आवर्स आर गिवन, सर्टिफिकेशन काउंट इज गिवन, experience is given, so everything is given. The thing which is not given is salary because we have to find out that, we have to predict that, and that's why that is label, right? And now, guys, I can easily got the features as well. Features को कैसे लिखेंगे? Dataset dot iloc, right? Sile, we can do that. Okay, and now see this, I'm telling you both ways, guys. कल मैंने आपको दूसरे तरीके से बताया था कि how you can use the column name, but today I'm going to tell you the iloc method. So we are going to get every row from there, and what the selection we need to give, guys, 0 से column start करेंगे, right? और last column को छोड़ देंगे. Last column we have to leave. Why to leave the last column? Because that is salary actually, right? So what is the last column index, guys? This is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and 4. So we can say 4 here actually. We can write 4 here because 4 is excluded. So it will only take from 0, 1, 2, and 3, right? So that is there. So it will take 0, 1, 2, and 3. So let's see, guys. We got the features as well. So now see this features. But अब इसमें एक चीज आपको ध्यान देने की जरूरत है. We are getting the indexes as well, guys. But we don't want the indexes. What we can do now, we can set dot values here and dot values here as well. So now features and label are with us because when we do dot values, indexes are removed and we are only left with the actual data. So that is there, guys. So आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं features. We got the features here, guys, and we got the labels here as well. So this is the set. And now, guys, there is a little twist to the story, guys. Right? There's a little twist here, guys. So abhi tak kahani same thi, if you remember, guys. What we did, we loaded the data. What we did, we separated out the features and label. How come we can, do that? So, that is the case, guys. So see this. 30, see, from 0 to 29, guys, that is there. And from this part, guys, that was the, so now you can see, guys, in this CSV file, you have, 31 rows. But in the data set, you are only getting the 30. Why? Because your first row is the column name. That will never be included in the actual data. That never would you know, be included in the actual data. So actual data is starting from this image, and that makes the 30 rows, right? So that is case. Now, guys, यहाँ तक clear है सबको? Is that the story clear to all of you guys so far? Is the story clear to everyone? Because I'm going to tell you a new story now. I'm going to give you a new concept now. Okay. Now, again, see this. ILOC मेथड विनीता जी मैंने पहले दिन सेकंड डे पांडाज में बताया था. पांडाज में जब हम ILOC मेथड यूज करते हैं, इट इज अ वेरी सिंपल केस. ILOC गिव्स यू the row selection, and after the comma you have to specify the column selection. So because you want to get the labels only, that means salary, and in that case you want all the rows, but the salary column can also be represented as a -1 index, because -1 always represents the last. So last column you are getting, right? And similarly, in case of this features extraction only, you're selecting all the rows, right? And then when you do 0 to 4, it will only get you what? 0, 1, 2, and 3. 4 is excluded, guys, right? So that is the case. So that is there, guys. Now we have everything clear with us. So that is there, guys. We have got the features. We have got the features now, and we have got the labels now. Now everybody, focus on what I'm telling you, a very important story. See this. Let's have a look at the features, guys. Guys, can you see that when I print the features, the first column, right? The first column, right? The first column is having the data in text form. The second column is numeric. The third column is also numeric. The fourth column is also numeric. So what is different here, guys? What is different here, guys? The difference that you see from the normal data set is that now we have a one column, which is actually what? Which is a text, actually. It is not numeric. And you can see by double clicking here as well, right? That this is the text data, right? And when you do a dataset.d types, guys, remember from the pandas, dataset.d types? The data type which has come for our column is object. That is a simple indicator that this column contains text. Guys, can you remember from that day that in the pandas when we were learning the D types, right? The column which was giving us object means that was a text data. And now here is a problem, guys. Here is a problem. And what is the problem? While applying the linear regression, you should not have the data in text format, right? Your data should not be in the text format. While going for a linear regression, your data, all of your columns should be in numeric form. Guys, are you getting what I'm saying? When you want to apply the linear regression on this data, your data should not have the column which has text data. All of your columns should be of numeric format. Then how we can handle this part? How we can handle this part? One handling can be easily done, that we can drop, guys, right? We can drop this column. Dropping the column means removing the column from the data. then we would be only left with these three columns. These three columns are what? Worked hours, number of certificates, and experience. Guys, do you copy me? What I'm saying, that one approach can be that we can drop the first column from the data set, because once we drop the first column, we would drop, right? We will drop the text column and everything that would be left will be numeric only. But in most of the cases, that is not the best approach, guys. In most of the cases, that is not the best approach. Then what we can do, guys, somehow we need to find out a mechanism through which we can convert our text data into a numeric format. Guys, what I'm telling you, somehow we need to find out a mechanism that will help us converting our text data into a numeric format. So guys, we are not dropping this column as of now. We will convert the first column into a numeric format. Guys, do you copy me now, what I have said? We have taken a second approach. The first approach is not there. We are not deleting the column. We are actually finding a mechanism that will convert my first column to, a numeric format. So how to do that? Let's see this, guys. So for that purpose, let me just hold on if I can. If I can copy this data, let me check if I can copy this data. Okay, if I can copy this text data, guys, let me open a Excel sheet for you. Okay, see this, guys. I have opened the Excel sheet. So now this Excel sheet is there with you guys. मैं थोड़ा सा इसका font बढ़ा देता हूँ. See this, okay. And now the text that I copied from this column, I'm going to paste it here in my Excel sheet, guys. So let's paste that in the Excel sheet. Okay, it copied the index as well. So I can remove the index part. So let me delete this. And now you're only left with this text data, guys, right? And now, if you see how many unique values are there in this data, how many unique values are there? Can you see, guys? I can remove this department because that was copied. That is the column name, right? So actual data is here on. So can you see, guys, how many unique values we have? Development is 1, testing is 1, and UX. Only 3 unique values are there. Can we find out through pandas? Can we find out, guys? So if you remember, guys, data set, में हम लोग क्या दे सकते हैं? You can say department. So it will give you the department only, okay? And can we do the dot unique method? मैंने शायद आपको बताया था. If you remember, guys, we can got a unique set. That means we got development, testing, and UX. There are only 3 unique values. Okay, what to do with these unique values? Now let's see what happens, guys. I'm going to okay. Let's keep the department name there, guys. Okay, I'm now, guys. I'm going to create 3 new columns because in my column there are 3 unique values, and for that purpose, I'm going to create 3 new columns. Please listen, everybody. This is very important, right? So I'm going to create 3 new columns. And what are the names of these 3 columns? The unique values we have. So development is the first unique value. So I will create, one column here. That is development, guys. So ye hua. The other column is testing. So that becomes the testing column. And the other column is UX. So these are the 3 unique, column names. These are the new columns created. Okay. And now what to do with them? Okay, guys, now I'm telling you that how we can convert this text column to a numeric format. How to do that? See this. If this is the development entry, I will make the development column as 1 and rest of the columns is 0. Okay. If this is the testing entry, I will make testing column as 1 and the rest of the columns is 0. Okay. If this is a development, again, I will simply say development ka 1 karo or baki sab ka 0 karo, right? UX is there, so I will make UX column as 1 and rest of the columns is 0. Testing is again there, so I would make it development 0, but testing 1 and UX 0. So similarly, I can write the values for other entries as well. Guys, this is the way what I have done, that I have created a new columns, okay? And now how I'm going to enter the values into these new columns based on the entries here in the older column. If it is a development, I will make development column as 1, rest of the columns is 0. If it is a testing, I will make testing column as 1, rest of the column 0. This approach, basically we have encoded our data, guys, right? We have done a encoding kind of stuff, that now my data will not be in the text format, it will be in this format, right? So this concept is known as, guys, this concept is known as one hot encoding. This is known as one hot encoding, guys. Guys, do you copy me? That did you get the idea what the one hot encoding is? क्या ये चीज समझ में आई? Right? So that is case. That is known as, guys, one hot encoding. Right? That is known as. क्या ये सबको क्लियर है? एक बार सभी कंफर्म कर दीजिए, so that I come, I tell you the next story. Okay. Now, how to do it programmatically, guys? Right? How to convert this concept programmatically. अब इसका code कैसे लिखेंगे? For that reason, I need to use couple of methods here, guys. I need to use couple of methods, and for that I'm not going to write the code because that code will take time for me to write. So just I'm going to copy it for you from my pre-written code, from my boilerplate, and I'm just going to copy it for you on the screen, guys. See this. So थोड़ा सा इसको कर देते हैं इधर, and see this, what we have done. See this, guys. To perform one hot encoding on our data, I have used a method from scikit-learn. Guys, can you see this? The way we imported the train test split, right? The way we implemented the train test split, guys, the way we implemented the train test split, we got the one hot encoder method as well. Okay, fine. And now, who will apply the one hot encoder for us? So for that, I have used one more method. The one hot encoder will not be applied directly. We will apply one hot encoding through this method, column transformer. So I need to import this as well, guys. So these are the two a class which I'm going to use to convert my data, right? Guys, the text data that we see here is sometimes called as categorical data. हम इसको कई बार क्या कहते हैं? Categorical data भी कहते हैं, right? So we, rather than calling the text data or string data in machine learning, this is called as categorical data. Guys, is that clear? Categorical data. We call this as a categorical data, right? So how we convert our categorical data into one hot encoding? For that reason only, I'm importing a couple of methods here. And now see this, guys, what is happening. First, I'm going to apply the column transformer, okay? And now in the column transformer, I'm telling that you need to perform encoding. So that is the first instruction which has been given to it. Okay, fine. And now it asks me that what kind of encoding you want to perform. Then I say, I want to perform one hot encoding. Okay, I'm fine with it. Okay, now it says your data has lot of columns. It has 4 columns. On which column you want me to apply one hot encoding? Then in the third parameter, I specify कि भैया index 0, the first column वाला जो है उस पे तुझे apply करना है. So that is the story. Then it has one more question to ask. that what should I do with the other columns which has the numeric data, then I say that pass on these data, columns as it is. Don't change anything on these columns. Just pass on those data as it is. So guys, are you clear what is happening in the column transformer? While calling, we are just telling that you need to perform the encoding. What kind of encoding? One hot encoding. On which column? On 0th column or index 0 column. And then what about the other columns? Just let them go. Just let them go. So this is the way, guys, I have done it. Right? And now, this is just only the object creation, guys. This is only the object creation. हमने अभी object create किया है. We have not done the operation yet, right? We have not applied the operation yet. So now, guys, I'm going to perform a method using column transformer, and that method name is fit underscore transform. So what it will do, first it will understand the data, right, and then transform that data. So what it will understand, first it will identify that how many unique values it has. So that will happen in the fit method. After that, once it identifies that it has got 3 unique columns, it will now fill all those columns while performing transformation. So guys, what is happening in the fit transform? In the fit, it will understand the data, that how many unique values are there. And in the transform, it will actually generate the data. The data that would be generated would be of float 32 type. The data that would be generated would be of float 32 type. So this is happening, and now we are storing back that data into features now. So abhi dekh lijiye abhi features mein kya, guys, what we have in the features. We have this. This column is categorical, this is numeric, and this is numeric. And now after applying the column transformer and one hot encoding, now we run these 2 lines of code, guys, and see what happens to the features now. Can you see, guys? Your column which has the categorical data has been deleted, and instead of that column, now you have got 3 columns, right? And these 3 columns are basically a representation of what? Those 3 unique values. This column is development, this column is testing, and this column is UX. Again, this column is worked hours, this column is certificate, and this column is experience. So rather than 4 columns, guys, now you have got 6 columns in your data. Why 6 columns? Because we converted our categorical data to a numeric format. This is the one hot encoding approach. Guys, is that clear? क्या ये समझ में आ गया सभी को? Right? So this is the way, guys. इसका मतलब, so Avinash, this is only what is happening. We are using column transformer and one hot encoder. These are the two methods through which we can apply one hot encoding, right? And what is happening here, right? What is happening here, that we are applying the column transformer. And now, while we go for column transformer, it is just asking that what encoding you want to apply. Then we say you have to apply one hot encoding. On which column? That on column 0, that is department column. And what about the others, right? That you have to, just let them go. Don't change anything to them. Okay. And then in the next step, what exactly we are doing? We are actually, using that object here and calling one method from that object, which is fit underscore transform. Right? That will understand the unique values, that how many unique values it has got. It will create those new columns and convert data into a one hot encoding format. Right? That is, this would be, the case. कुछ लोगों का ये क्वेश्चन आ रहा है कि सर आपने इनको 1 2 3 क्यों नहीं दिया? Why you didn't give you 1 2 3? I will explain this concept tomorrow, guys. Not today. Otherwise, it will become very confusing. कुछ लोगों का सवाल था कि सर आपने डेवलपमेंट को 1, टेस्टिंग को 2 और UX को 3 क्यों नहीं दिया? I will explain this concept tomorrow, and that is not one hot encoding, right? One hot encoding is what I'm telling you guys, what I'm explaining, right? So if you want to have more than one column, you can just add here as well, guys. So rather than, let's say you have two columns, so you can say 0 comma and then let's say that column is 1. So this way you can convert two columns at a time as well, right? That that is there. So because in our data only one column was there, right? In our data only one column was there, so we were just doing this. Now there is one last story left in dealing with the categorical data. So whenever there is a categorical data, guys, first you need to convert that categorical data into one-hot encoding. And after that, there is one more story left. And what is that story left? Let's understand that part as well. Guys, if you remember, we created the 3 columns here. And now I have a question for you guys. That what happens if I remove these values from this column? Okay, these values from the columns. Now guys, if I remove, or let's say hide, the values that what is into the UX column, if you know the values in 2 column, can you predict the value here, guys? Can you predict the value here? Can you let me know that what would be the value here? Will it be 0 or 1? Will it be 0 or 1? Will it be 0 or 1? Will it be 0? Is it possible for you that by knowing the values in the first 2 columns, you can easily find out the column in the value in the third column? Is it possible, guys? Yes, it is very well possible, right? And similarly, guys, rather than UX, if I hide your values from this, if I hide values from this column as well, can you give me that what would be the value in the development if you know that what is the value in the last 2 columns? Guys, we can easily find out. And similarly, it happens with the testing as well, right? That means, guys, that basically, rather than having the 2, rather than having the 3 columns, maybe you can still store this information in just 2 columns as well. Because this third column, maybe this or maybe this or any of the column from this, can be very well, figured out using the, other 2 values. This kind of case is known as redundancy. That means the one column is redundant because the values in that column can be easily figured out with the values in the other columns. So guys, what I'm saying, that out of these 3 columns, you have one redundant column. In actual, if you have n number of columns, right? If you have n number of columns, you can, if you have the n number of columns, you can find out the value of nth column by just getting the values in the n minus 1 columns. This nth column is basically a redundant column. This can be removed. Why to remove? Because machine learning algorithms work best if your data has no redundancy. अगर data में redundancy नहीं है तो predictions अच्छे आते हैं. So guys, is this concept, अभी हम one hot encoding से आगे चलेंगे. We are a step ahead. That story is closed now. One hot encoding is done. There is nothing to learn now. What I'm saying, that it is the story after the one hot encoding, guys. It is the story after one hot encoding. And what is happening there, guys? I'm just saying that you can drop one column. If you have generated n columns in one hot encoding, you can drop any one column. So in our case, we created 3 new columns, so we can drop any one column and we'll continue with the 2 columns only. So guys, sabhi log ek baar mujhe bataiye, is that okay with you what I'm saying? सभी लोग आंसर करो, अदरवाइज मुझे पता ही नहीं चलेगा कि तुमको समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं आ रहा है, राइट? Okay. So for ease of use now, guys, now see this. We have the features here. These new columns are sometimes called as dummy variables as well, guys, right? Sometimes these columns are also called as dummy variables because they were not in the actual data, right? एक्चुअल डेटा में तो क्या था, डिपार्टमेंट का नाम था, but now we have converted them into one hot encoded form. These new columns are called as dummy variables, and we are going to drop one column. Any one column can be dropped, but for ease of use we are going to drop this column, department column. We are going to drop this column. Okay, how to drop this column? That is very easy. Okay, kaise kar sakte hain usko? Because if you remember guys, we have the data in the features now, right? And now in the features I want to select all the rows, but I want to drop the first column. If you want to drop the first column, your column index should start from 1 rather than 0. And again, assign the output to features. Now, guys, see this. समझ में आया कि हमने सिर्फ, क्योंकि अगर मैं यहाँ 0 करूंगा तो it will include every column, फिर तो कुछ drop ही नहीं होगा. But if I do 1 here, it will leave the index 0 column. And now see this guys, what is into the features? You see 3 columns here, 3 dummy columns, but after executing this statement, you start getting the only 2 dummy variables. See this, only 2 dummy. Testing and UX. Development has been dropped. And this is worked hours, this is certificate, and this is experience. This data is the right data which is needed to implement linear regression. This is the perfect data guys. और अब हम क्या कर सकते हैं, अब तो easily वही काम करना है. We can directly go and apply train test split, apply linear regression, apply fit, apply predict guys. So now this code is very simple because every pre-processing has been done, right? So remember guys, applying an algorithm in Python is not a big deal. Any algorithm can be applied. Big deal is that how you pre-process the data. Data pre-processing will always be different in every project, right? Sometimes you have some kind of a data, sometimes second column is categorical, sometimes 2 columns are categorical, sometimes missing values are there, sometimes something is there, sometimes you have to drop a column, sometimes you have to add a new column, sometimes lot many things. So the challenging part in machine learning project in the industry is always dealing with the data pre-processing part. And sometimes this data pre-processing part is also called as data engineering. इसको हम लोग कई बार data engineering भी कहते हैं. Because applying the algorithm is just a 3 step process. Import the class, create the object, fit the model, and perform the prediction. What is once you understand the basic mathematics that how the algorithm is working, applying that algo is very easy in Python using scikit-learn. So let's do that part. We are close to that guys now. And अब हमने यहाँ पर ट्रेन टेस्ट स्प्लिट किया, तो ट्रेन टेस्ट स्प्लिट तो हमारे पास पहले से ही था guys. If you remember, I can copy that from this part, right? So ये रहा मेरा ट्रेन टेस्ट स्प्लिट, ये मेरा linear regression, everything is there guys. So I have everything here. So I just copied it from there and applied it here guys. This is the train test split I have done. This is the class I have imported. This is the object I have created. This is fitting of the data where I'm not just putting feature strain and label strain. And this is the prediction on the test data. This is the simple story guys. समझ में आया guys? कितना समझ में आया आप बताएं? आज का सेशन भारी था या इजी था, लाइट था, क्या था, राइट? भारी हो चाहे हैवी हो, समझ में आना चाहिए. दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट, राइट? दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. ओके, अब इसमें एक और चीज बता देता हूं मैं आपको, राइट? आई कैन टेल यू वन. विनीता जी, आपको दोबारा से वीडियो देखना पड़ेगा. ओके, देयर इज वन स्टोरी लेफ्ट गाइस. एक सवाल का जवाब अभी नहीं मिला है. मैंने आपको क्या कहा था, मुझे तो उसकी सैलरी प्रिडिक्ट करनी थी, और वो बंदा कौन था? वो बंदा था जो डेवलपमेंट में काम कर रहा था, राइट? जिसको 1100 घंटे हुए थे. जिसको 3 साल का 3 सर्टिफिकेट था, 4 साल का एक्सपीरियंस था. My actual question was this actually, guys. Do you remember this? ये तो अभी तक हमने जो कर लिया, that is fine. But my actual question was this. So how to do that? That is very simple now, guys. You know, very simple. We create a list first. हम एक list बना लेते हैं which has all the features with us. So now there is a list. What was the department name, guys? Development, right? That was the department name. What was the worked hours? 1150. Number of certificate 3, and this is 4. So this data is actually list. ये तो list है. हमें किस में convert करना पड़ेगा इसको to get the prediction? In numpy. numpy में कैसे लेके जाएंगे? X is equal to np dot array, और क्या कर देंगे? X. So अब हमारा nd array में आ गया, right? अब आप जरा देखो इसको guys. What is X? X is like this. ये वर्टिकली है, जबकि हमारे केस में ये हॉरिजॉन्टली होना चाहिए, क्योंकि अभी सारी वैल्यूज एक ही कॉलम में आ गई हैं, जबकि हमें 4 कॉलम चाहिए. डेवलपमेंट इज 1 कॉलम, दिस इज 1 मोर कॉलम, दिस इज 1 मोर कॉलम. सो आई नीड टू रीशेप इट. इसको मैं क्या रीशेप कर दूं? x डॉट रीशेप 1,4 में कन्वर्ट कर देता हूं कि रो तो कर दो 1 और कॉलम कर दो 4, राइट? सो अब देखो जरा, ऐसा करने के बाद अब क्या हुआ? सी दिस डेवलपमेंट, दिस, राइट? अब हमारा ये फॉर्मेट वही फॉर्मेट आ गया जो हमें चाहिए था. बट गाइस, यस वाशन, गाइस, क्या डेवलपमेंट को हमें वन हॉट एनकोड नहीं करना पड़ेगा? अभी तो ये प्रॉब्लम चल रही है उसमें, राइट? सो व्हाट वी कैन डू देन इन दैट केस गाइस, वी नीड टू ट्रांसफॉर्म दिस डेटा एज वेल. इसको भी तो वन हॉट एनकोड करना पड़ेगा. सो हाउ वी कैन वन हॉट एनकोड? दैट इज वेरी इजी. वी कैन यूज दिस वन हॉट एनकोडर. ये हमने यूज किया था ना, यहाँ पे कॉलम ट्रांसफॉर्मर को लगाया था ना, इसी को यूज कर लेते हैं. इसको सब पता है कि कितने कॉलम है, कितने कॉलम नहीं थे, क्या है, राइट? सो वी कैन डू दैट नाउ. सो लेट मी कॉपी दिस कोड एंड शेयर विद यू गाइस. तो ये देखिए, ये कॉलम ट्रांसफॉर्मर लगाया है, राइट? इस बार हम सिर्फ ट्रांसफॉर्म मेथड लगा रहे हैं, राइट? ध्यान दीजिए गाइस, यहाँ पे ट्रांसफॉर्मर, पहले फिट ट्रांसफॉर्म लगाया था. फिट ट्रांसफॉर्म इसलिए लगाया था क्योंकि पहली बार उसको पता चल रहा था कि कितने कैटेगोरिकल वैल्यूज हैं, क्या कॉलम नेम्स हैं, सब कुछ है, राइट? बट अब तो ऑलरेडी उसको पता है, द ऑब्जेक्ट ऑलरेडी नोज दैट ओनली 3 कॉलम्स आर देयर, राइट? सो वी जस्ट नीड टू अप्लाई ट्रांसफॉर्म. So we apply the transform now, guys, and see this, guys, what happens in the X. Can you see, guys? Development किस में convert हो गया है? 100 में. And what we need to do now? We need to drop this column now. So we need to drop this. So how to drop this? अब तो आसान है drop करना. X is equal to X column and 1 से start हो जाओ. ये हमने column drop कर दिया. अब x exactly उसी फॉर्मेट में आ गया है जिस फॉर्मेट में हमने ट्रेनिंग की थी, राइट? सो नाउ x is in exactly the same format. What is that, guys? Oh, where is that? क्या हुआ x को? चेक करते हैं x में क्या हुआ कहानी. What is x? Oh, it's left. Why? I just need to check what is there. So let me again run this. एक बार देख लेते हैं. See this, guys, and dot array was there. Let me see. Oh, my selection was wrong. It is actually, see this. So see this now. And now see this, X has been there. अब ये वही डेटा है, वही फॉर्मेट है जिससे हमने ट्रेनिंग किया था, और अब तो आसानी से इसको प्रिडिक्ट किया जा सकता है. सो हाउ टू प्रिडिक्ट द सैलरी गाइस? रिग्रेसिव डॉट प्रिडिक्ट. सो रिग्रेसिव dot predict, and what to pass on? The value of x, and here we get the salary. Now this is the predicted salary, 62,000. That completes the story for today, guys. मजा आया नहीं आया भाई लोगों को? Right? So that is there. Guys, one more thing. If you write the wrong name here, let's say you write that the department name is dev, let's say, let's say the department name is dev. क्या होगा इस केस में? ये सब कुछ हो जाएगा, But when you do this transformation, it will say found unknown category. Why unknown category? Because ये category कभी थी ही नहीं. जब आपने fit transform किया था उसमें उसको मिला ही नहीं. That's why it is getting there. So you have to write the proper name here. Just for your information. So guys, can you quickly recap for today? आज क्या क्या सीखा हमने? क्या क्या सीखा आज guys? बताएं please. So people are saying, sir, multiple linear regression, multiple feature. This is called as multiple linear regression. इसको multiple linear regression कहते हैं, right? One hot encoding, Lipika ma'am saying random state, Parvati Gupta saying multiple feature, data engineering, chain test split, linear regression, splitting the set, chain test split, Ananya saying, Tejas saying cleanliness, okay, Srisha saying, one hot encoding, okay, multiple linear regression, right? So Venkatesh is saying, sir, what is the difference between data science and machine learning? So data science is actually dealing with the data, Venkatesh. Machine learning focuses more on the algorithmic part. Machine learning is more focused on the algorithm part. So if you want to be in the research field, then machine learning would be the better term to use. But if you want to work in the industry, then data science would be the better term to use, Venkatesh, right? Yeah. So, guys, क्या हमारी मेहनत कुछ आपके काम आ रही है? I hope like you would be getting much more than what you may have got from a paid course. मैं ये गारंटी देता हूँ आपको उतनी नॉलेज यहाँ पे मिल रही होगी जितना आपको किसी पेड कोर्स से भी नहीं मिली होगी. पर आपने पैसे दे के चुपचाप वहां से चले गए यार, कुछ समझ नहीं आया, बस अपने अपना सिर खुजाया होगा और कहानी खत्म. Because recorded session, you have better speakers than me. There are a lot of better speakers than me or Dr. Sylvester. Harvard courses are there. Stanford courses are there. I won't say the IIT courses are there because their story is totally different. The guys live in a very different world. So, you have the courses on the YouTube, you have the courses on the Udacity, you have the courses on Udemy, but I think the most important is running a live session and answering your questions, right? That is more important. That is more important, and that's where you get the connect. जब तुम्हारा सवाल हो तो उसको कौन 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 बताएगा उसको? Who is going to answer that question if you see a recorded video? No one is going to answer. You can drop a mail and just wait for 10 days or 5 days, right? So that is there, guys. Nalin Srivastav is saying, sir, please schedule a web development course as well. Our Java course is coming, guys, right? This is a information to all of you guys. Our Java course is coming. If you want to, participate in the Java course, right? वैसे तो खैर पढ़ना नहीं चाहिए, but Lucky Parekh is saying, sir, you are the best speaker I have ever heard. Okay. Thank you, Lucky. That may not be the case, but yeah, I honor you. I take your words. Thank you. So, Sirisha Yadav saying, sir, you are saying very good. Nalin saying, yes, sir, it is very true. So guys, if you want to participate in the upcoming free courses, you can, register for them as well, right? Mala Dutta ji, pehle apna pura code jo hai aap mail kar dijiye, and then people from the team will look into that, and that where is the problem, right? Nagula Abhiram is saying, sir, your smile is awesome. Thank you. विवेक इज सेइंग सर सबसे अच्छा सेशन है सर, बहुत कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर हुआ. ओके, on the fosklabs@gmail.com, guys. You can mail on the if you have some issues, fosklabs@gmail.com, right? Okay. So do we have a code challenge today, Dr. Sylvester?
Yes, so there is.
Where
You
is
can
it?
open that. Yeah, if you can open the TXT file, there is the bottom. There is. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
guys, in the TXT file that has been shared with you in the day 3 folder, right, there is a code challenge given you, and you need to find out you need to predict the height. There is a guy, Priya Pinder Kaur, okay, Priya Kaur from Chandigarh. वो कह रही हैं कि I've already calculated the height and weight. Okay. So guys, this is the code challenge you have to perform. This code challenge is available on the Google Drive. Guys, is that clear with everyone? This code challenge is available on the Google Drive. And guys, one more request: if you want to, write a review for us on the Google, please do so. Right? Juhi Singh, I will answer your questions later on, guys. Juhi, आप थोड़ा सा wait कीजिए, right? Please, guys, I have shared a review link, Google review link with you. If you want to write a review for us, please write us, please support us. Write your views only, right? Good or bad, whatever you have, please, write here, right? Avinash Reddy saying, so thank you so much, sir. I wish I should not miss any of your courses. Thank you, Avinash. गाइस, मशीन लर्निंग की दुनिया में कुछ पता चल रहा है? मशीन लर्निंग की दुनिया क्या होती है, कैसे होती है? आर यू गेटिंग द आइडियाज नाउ? Anisha Das is saying yes. Vismita Chaudhary has something to say. Sir, your sessions are so good that even though I know some things, I still like to hear from you and keep joining your courses and sessions. It is like relaunching things with different perspectives. So thank you so much. Thank you, Vismita ma'am. I think Vismita ma'am is from Assam, and she is there. She attended our earlier sessions as well on the faculty development programs. सो जो ही आप अपना सवाल एक दो दिन बाद पूछें, राइट, तो आपको और थोड़ा सा क्लैरिटी होगा. कल tomorrow we are starting the classification, guys. Tomorrow we are starting with the classification. So now we are moving from the regression world to the classification world, and it would be a very, very interesting part again. Venkatesh, we have the courses from beginner to advanced. We will let you know soon. If you want to join them, you can join them as well, right? Obviously, they are paid courses. They are not free courses. Free courses are short courses, only 4 days and 3 days, right? And guys, tomorrow we are going to float the information about the certificates as well, right? Tomorrow we are going to float the information about the certificates as well, guys. And please register for the certificates tomorrow. We will be sharing the link tomorrow, guys, right? अनन्या बेसिकली वो कॉलम इसलिए ड्रॉप किया बिकॉज वो रिडंडेंट था. उस कॉलम का कोई वैल्यू नहीं है, बिकॉज उस कॉलम की वैल्यू हम दूसरे कॉलम से इजीली निकाल सकते हैं. अगर हमें दूसरे कॉलम्स में वैल्यू पता है तो वी कैन इजीली फाइंड आउट दैट व्हाट इज द वैल्यू इन दैट कॉलम. इसीलिए वो रिडंडेंट था तो हमने उसको ड्रॉप कर दिया. अनन्या, इज दैट क्लियर नाउ? Priyanka MK is saying, sir, your classes are very effective and I did not get about one hot encoder with my paid internship. Thank you, Priyanka. This happens. We have seen in so many cases. We have seen it in so many cases. Thank you. So guys, आज की कहानी, Vashin Hariharan, please do one thing. Please drop your, email. I think that will, be better. and someone from the team will look into the code you are facing, right? The issue you are facing. Version. Avinash will do. Don't worry, right? But you just need to take the certificate, then it is fine, right? Yeah. Hmm. सो गाइज आज की कहानी खत्म कर देते हैं, कल फिर से मिलेंगे क्लासिफिकेशन के बारे में और वहां पे नई चीजों के बारे में यू नो ओके Venkatesh, uh, we'll do that, right? So tomorrow we are going to start with the classification. So next 2 days are on the classification part. Tomorrow we are going to understand around KNN, right? No Vinita ji, no today. We'll take it tomorrow. It's too much time for now, I think. So we can take it tomorrow, right? Okay, guys. Bye bye. See you. Thank you. Lipika ma'am, you are sending message to a wrong window. This is your game. I think you are sending this to Sylvester. Okay, thank you.
सर चैट को सेव करके भेज दीजिए.
Okay. Hmm. Just a minute. Chat कहाँ पे मिलेगा? Save chat. Okay, here I go.